I'm sure all of you would have seen Vikram movie here, yes? Yes. Not yet, Paglia? Uttar Pradesh So one simple thing there is, though we all know who Kamal was, it's only at the end you get to know who is the chief in command. So right now I would like to invite the chief in command here. I'm very glad to invite the MSME Award 2022 Event Project Director, Mr. M.K.Anand. So he is the MSME is synonym to his personality, as he has been toiling with MSME Initiatives to empower 1 million MSMEs as a part of his life's social purpose. He is a first-generation entrepreneur graduated from IT consulting. He is a strategic business advisor to MSMEs and MidCaps since 2002. He is none other than M.K.Anand sir, also known as Sea Change Anand, founder, strategic business advisor, Sea Change Consulting, and chairman, MSME Sub Committee for 3 southern states ACC. May I request Mr. Anand sir to kindly introduce the MSME Awards 2022 initiatives and the 5 categories of the awards for today.
Great evening and happy International MSMEs Day. I'm sure all of you are waiting for the award event, so I don't want to take much of your time. Thank you very much, Dr. Ashwati. She's Dr. Ashwati, by the way, just for you to. You know, what is the theme of this year, International MSMEs Day, celebrated by UN across the globe? Anyone knows? The theme is called Resilience and Rebuilding of MSME sector towards the Sustainable Development Goals of UN. There are 17 SDGs, and one of the SDGs talks about innovation and creativity. So today actually the session started there in UN and it's available online as well. So all of us can go back and watch the YouTube to get to know more data and insights. Coinciding with the International MSMEs Day, thank you so much, our chief guest, Mr. Mangalajal sir, and guest of honor, Mr. Sarathi, and Dr. Raja Mannat and Mr. Prakash. We constituted this first ever MSME Award 2022 this year. It is 5th birth anniversary of MSME Day, but it is the first birthday for us actually for this award as well. And this award has been constituted in terms of theory or the concept 3 weeks ago when we all sat together in our organizations. And Dr. Raja said, I am into healthcare and you are into knowledge industry, so why not we get married to each other and then do something for the society? I said the best day is International MSME Day, so why not we do it on this day? So this is what we thought, and then 3 weeks back everything was put together and today we are here. I'd like to share a couple of data points which would have great insights to all of us about MSME sector. Country has about 600 MSME clusters today, MSME clusters. And if you take 10 people on the street, 7 people are belonging to MSME. If you visit any marriage hall in a family function, there are 50 families, let's say for example 250 people assemble, out of which maybe 5 people or 6 people are like Mr. Venkataraman sir, government officers or government employees. Maybe about 5-10 people are working for like Sarathi sir, industries and multinationals and techies, big companies. Remaining 35 to 40 people are actually belonging to one is self-employment or working for MSMEs. Any organization which does between 5 crores to 250 crores are coming under the bandwidth of MSMEs. Which means, in some way, even in this crowd, if you choose, I think about 70 to 80% are belonging to MSMEs. But we don't know, we don't really appreciate, we don't know that we are actually MSMEs. So I think we need to go back. There's a time, the time has come for all of us to actually celebrate, not just looking at MSMEs, some sector. Somebody has to do something and let us, okay, go and celebrate. We have to celebrate ourselves first. Can we celebrate ourselves now? Thank you. Quick data point says that it's from UN. 600 million jobs are required by 2030. Out of which 70% of the jobs can be given only by MSME sector. As I told you, out of 10 people, 7 people belonging to MSME. And you know, worldwide, how many MSMEs are there? Everybody talks about India, and then we talk about 63 million MSMEs, 6.3 crores. So, any guess how many MSMEs are there throughout the world? Any quick guess? There are 455 million MSMEs in the world, around the world, which means 45 crore MSME companies are in the world, different sizes. And they are looking at 600 million job opportunities to be created. It is a must actually, next about 8 years from now. Looking at this larger perspective, India is also moving towards the direction, and we are all working towards that. Only thing is we need to, as Sir said from Government of India, like we need to take the communication of government schemes and policies to the grassroots level of MSMEs, which is not actually happening to the extent that it is expected. 2 weeks back, Dr. Raja Amarnath and myself visited New Delhi and met the MSME ministry, met the Secretary MSME. In fact, this morning when I wished him and talked about this event, he also conveyed his wishes to all of us. And also Niti Aayog, and we met Niti Aayog MSME advisor and MSME secretary. The kind of schemes that Government of India has, and even we are from MSME sector, I talk about MSME 24/7. I do not know there is a scheme called Self-Reliant India scheme, which is an equity-based scheme for MSMEs. And immediately I approached Sir as soon as I returned back, and he said, let me just check up and then get back to you. He connected me to the New Delhi officer, and I'm in touch with them. And I'm going to get all the data points and the documents which will be shared in our digital connect. So which means there are schemes, there are opportunities, but we don't know. We only know typically like working capital and bank guarantee, the basic stuff that we are doing. There are a lot of marketing schemes available. There are 21 schemes available. If you can visit MSME websites, there is a beautiful website in Tamil Nadu. MSME ministry is doing it. And I was astonished to see a couple of lady entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs from Erode, Perundurai, all these places down south have availed the MSME schemes of the government and running their own entities. You got to visit MSME ministry site of Tamil Nadu as well. I mean, whoever is coming from Tamil Nadu. Very, very interesting. Likewise, across the country, everybody has. Coming back to our main theme of the event, the theme is the award, MSME 2022 award. There are 5 categories we have chosen. The category number 1 is Best Innovator Award. Category 2 is Best Environment and Social Enterprise Award. Third, Best Enterprising Youth Entrepreneur Award. Fourth, Best Healthcare Service Provider from Northeast India. Somebody has come from Tripura. Very interesting, you will see. And fifth, Best YouTube Media Anchor Youth. Today the social media is influencing more, sir. If you take YouTube channels, a lot of people watch YouTube channels and Facebook Live and all that. And YouTube channel, the talk shows, the interviews are very powerful. Most of the time they cover political news, typically. And there are people who are also having social consciousness, like they wanted to take about business, about startups, about MSMEs in the social content. So one of the awards goes to Best Youth YouTube Anchor, who has a lot of consciousness towards this. Likewise, there are 5 categories that we have chosen, and it's been approved by our jury. And it was not nominated, to be very frank, like to share with you. We have not taken any nomination from, a lot of people approached even till this morning that would like to nominate. Can I send my company profile? Can you please take it? I said, this is the first time that we are doing. And what we have done is, we have done our own basic intelligence on the ground. Been there for about 20 years now. We have constituted a couple of juries in our organization, and they have handpicked and chosen 5 people from different categories, and then again 3 rounds of discussions, visited their websites, visited their social content, visited various credentials, references. Even we have also spoken to some of the references which, for the due diligence purpose, so that we ensure that the quality is maintained and transparency is maintained. And those 5 heroes are sitting among you. So let's celebrate them. I'm not going to share the name here. Once Dr. Ashwati takes over to introduce the names and their credentials, you'll be able to know more about them. With this, I'd like to thank the event partners, Tata Nexar. People come from Tata Nexar. Thank you very much, Mr. Anjan Rajan from Tata Nexar. And Mr. Ramanan, from all the way from Coimbatore, is one of our silver sponsor. From Sriram Enterprises. Thank you so much, sir. He's a foundryman for last 40 years. And I also recognize 3 gentlemen here, specifically connected to MSME sector. One is Mr. Kumar Rajagopalan, country head, diocese. He is the NASSCOM SME Council member. And we have another person, gentlemen, Mr. Shivakumar. Mr. Shivakumar is founder and MD of iSource Software, not just a software, but he is vice chairman of Native Lead, empowering nativepreneur of the state, and he is the vice chairman for Chennai. And I hope many of you know about Native Lead. Native Lead is doing a tremendous job of helping the tier 2, tier 3 cities of Tamil Nadu in terms of empowering them, mentoring them, and also investors. He is a great investor for many of the startups in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Thank you, Mr. Shiva. Thank you, Mr. Kumar. And I also have one more gentleman. I don't know whether he has come. Mr. Madhu has come? Any chance? Okay. Since he's not there, so I'm not going to share any information about him. And he's also one of the great personality from the MSME sector. And with that, I'd like to hand over the mic to Dr. Ashwati to take us through. Thank you so much.